Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. I just made 2 videos on this, so this is really part 3. If you didn't watch part 1, you'll be a little bit confused. And I redrew this but I was so glad I made my graph paper 20 inches and my squares 1 because it's so easy to draw. I'm going to go ahead and move this up out of the way. I can move the graph paper. Probably be easier. And I'm gonna delete this one because I'm gonna weld this one. Well, I got to ungroup it and then grab it. See, I don't know if you can see the white line, but now the lines are gone. Now, because I made it 1 inch, and I could change my nudge factor, I'm going to leave it on 1 inch. I'm going to hit the duplicate, and I'm going to do that, and then I can Control D, and it'll just keep doing it forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Now, this is way too big, but I want it pretty long, so I'm going to go ahead and do it again, make it a little bit longer, because we're going to shrink it in size because it's so big and so thick. I'm going to group it together and I'm going to shrink it down. So that's way too little bit. Make it bigger. Now, it's the same pattern. This thing is still 35 inches. Let's make it with a ratio lock. Let's make it 36 inches. Now, I don't actually think this is going to work like this, and I'll show you the problem. If we were going to put it around a circle or an ellipse, which is way too big, but I'm going to go to object and convert that ellipse to a curve. And by doing that, I can go to Docker's properties and get the length of that curve. That curve is 68 inches. It's twice as long as this. So I'm going to make it smaller, holding down the shift key. And now it is 49 inches, 38. You know what? We could make this, it's 38 and a half. So we'll make this 38.5. And I'm going to show you why this isn't going to work. Going around here to make it look good. So I'm going to take this group of items. I'm going to go to artistic media, pick the paintbrush, and I have to click on it and then get the save disk. And I'm going to call it, 555. It doesn't matter. And then I'm going to wait just a second. I'm going to put the pencil on there. And I've either got to go up or down. And I'm going to have to go like 1. Now, this is why it didn't work. Because it did work exactly like I told it to work, but I'm missing an inside part. So let's back up here till we have that same circle. And that circle is, make sure I didn't change it, 38 and a half. So what I need to do is make this a different dimension. So I'm going to go from like right there to say right, I don't really know where. You know what? Bring in indexing lines. Put them like right on that edge. Bring in an indexing line, and I'm going to say it's going to have to go, you know what? I think it's going to have to go from there. From there to there. Because this is different because this is up top, that's on the bottom. So I can't change my structure, but now what I can do is go, or am I thinking, or I'm going the wrong direction? I might be going the wrong direction. But we'll see. I'm going to take my parallel dimension tool and see now we're at 3790. We were only we were at 38. Let me do that again. I was not holding down the control button to keep a flat line. So we're at 3790. Let's try this. Let's try making this thing 3790. So I'm going to just reduce it to like 55. Look, there's 3760. So let's go 55.1. That's really close. 55.0, 55.06, 73, 55.03. Well, I don't know that I'm really 37 versus what was it? 3790 will be really close. Let's go 55.9. That's 38. 54.9. 37.6. That's pretty close. Now let's take this one. Well, that's the same pattern. I was just thinking, I don't have to keep a copy of that. I've just changed my brush. See, I knew it. I went the opposite. Well, I went the opposite way. Let's make it a little bit thicker so we can kind of see it. Let's make it 1 inch. You know, this would be so easy to, the other way I did it was so easy compared to and we could figure that out. But the reason I wanted to do this is I want to take a freehand tool and do this right here. Now this is probably longer. See, that's 43, 39, 37.9. That's good enough. Now I'm going to take my artistic media tool and put it on this curve and then go up or down. Look at that. That's what I wanted to show. That's pretty cool. You know, and you could change this, you know, later on if you wanted, you know, if you didn't want these tail ends on there. And well, let's just see if we can't do it. You got to go to Object, break the artistic media apart because that line is still there. Let's try this. Let's try left clicking, right clicking. Let's say you didn't want that line there. Well, what we can do is take a 2-point, I think, in theory. I don't know that it'd be necessary. And then delete this. I don't know if I'm gonna have to fill it in or not. Let's take it all, turn it all black. Yep, see the end's gone now. And you could do that on both ends. Let's do it on both ends. It's not that big a deal, but just in case you wanted to have that curve, and I'm not paying too much attention. Yeah, it's gonna make quite a bit of difference. Then select it all and make it black. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Let's make it yellow and take away the outline. Bring in a black box. Object, order, back a page. That's a pretty good looking chain of some sort. Anyway, not saying you'll ever draw that, but give you some ideas on some other tools. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.